Good morning everyone, welcome back to another vlog here on the World of Coasters, the first vlog of the 2023 season and our first video of the year, isn't it? We've had a little bit of a hiatus over winter. We've been extremely busy. For example, since the new year I've actually lost a stone and a half, haven't I? And
not so much.
Very more recently, you've lost like nearly half a stone.
9 pounds.
It's not bad. More recently, noisy birds. More recently, we both had COVID, didn't we, Lo?
Yeah.
We both had COVID, which we recovered from about a few days ago, actually. So if I still sound a little bit gruff and there's a cough, you know why. As you know, I'm getting old now. I'm now 31 years old. It was my birthday yesterday. And we thought, why not come out to a UK theme park? So we've come out to Paultons Park, yeah, our favourite family theme park in the country. We love Paultons. It's a beautiful park not far from Southampton, and they have some really good offerings here, including pterosaur, which is over here for like the pterosaur. We've got Tornado Springs, some brilliant themed areas. Now Paultons Park always have good offerings. Their theming's amazing. Entry to the park, £41 this year. That was online. It is a lot of money. Granted, it's well worth it. They always keep their park in tip-top condition. Yeah, but the ticket prices, it would be nice if they offered some sort of discount. But I think it's because they're an independent park.
In advance, like if you booked
much more in advance.
You got like a good discount.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, as I say, it's always upkept really well. It looks like they've done loads of work. So we'll have a look around the park. I know they've got planning permission to expand again out towards behind Lost Kingdom, and they're putting a new ride in for 2024, which is where the Aztec Temple used to be. So yeah, this year is a special year for Paultons. 1983 they opened it. It's their 40th anniversary this year.
My aunt used to work here.
Yeah, so we stayed there last time, didn't we? As far as I'm aware, we've always been able to film on the rides with the GoPro before. I'm pretty sure the policy hasn't changed. You might notice we've actually got a wider angle lens on this now. I've got a few attachments on this camera now, the ZV-1. So hopefully it should give you a better view, but now I've got like the little grip and all that, so I can zoom in without looking. That's a blast of the past. Anyway guys, we're going to head into the Lost Kingdom first, have a look around, take the day slow, you know, I don't think it's going to be too busy. Park hours are 10:30 till 4:30. Let's go get some roller coasters done. So the Lost Kingdom opened back in 2016, I want to say. It was 2015 or 16. Absolutely beautiful area, one of the best themed areas in the UK. Has some excellent rock work. Compared to this, Tornado Spring blows it out the water. But I still think this holds up, and they're building a new ride in this area, which actually I think we should go have a look at first. Yeah. Look at the boards and see what construction's going on. So one of the park's signature rides, Flight of the Pterosaur here. It is one of 2 Vekoma coasters at the park. It's a family suspended coaster. Been on a few of these now, one in Energy Landing, which we really like, and we do love this layout. It's a great little family coaster once it warms up. I haven't actually seen it going around yet. I've seen Storm Chaser going around, which is the Mack Ride spinning coaster. Got the Dinosaur Tour Company over here, which we're loving. I think we'll start with. However, over here is the construction of the new ride. It's a water ride, and like speculation, it could be a Zamperla splash drop, which is a new concept Zamperla are coming out with. But I can't see it being a coaster because it's not a large enough space. I suppose it could be a log flume, but we'll have a look at the fences. Yeah, because this is where, I think there was it like Temple Heights or something like it was called?
Yeah, we went on that.
It wasn't bad. It was a little kids' Miami. But yeah, it's gone now. So yeah, we got construction fences all the way along here with a new ride splashing into Lost Kingdom in 2024.
There's a digger in there.
It's quite odd that they've advertised it for 2024 this early on, so it must be a quite major project for there to be work going on. But let's see, can we see anything going on at the moment? Obviously,
there's no one working.
Yeah, the old ride Aztec Heights has been ripped out, but the site looks quite big. They've dug out all the way behind the booth, but I don't know, I reckon it'd be another flat ride if I had to guess, as the park does have expansion planning permission now over the other side of the park towards the back, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, we'll be having a look. We normally come here a couple of times in the season. I think we came here 4 times one year. When Tornado Springs opened. Yeah. But yeah, we'll be out here a few times to keep you informed of what's been going on. I do love all the painting they got on the fence here. Right, coming around to the old like manor grounds, you kind of can see into the site a little bit better. They have cleared quite a lot of trees behind, but like I said, I don't think it's going to be a coaster. I reckon It's going to be a flat ride of a larger size. For those of you who didn't know what was here before, it was just a little Miami. It was a little kids Miami ride. It literally never went very fast. It was still a good little ride. Me and Louise went on it once. But yeah, very excited to see what the park's going to build there. I'd love to see one of those Zamperla. I can't think of the name of the ride, but it was like you dropped and it went into water. And it could have screens and all that attached to it. But yeah, very excited to see the park put money into it. Anyway, are we starting on one of our favourites?
Yeah.
Dino Touring Company. Yeah, during the winter season they have their trees covered up. Because they're more tropical, they're used to a tropical climate, they have to be looked after in the winter. But this is a great little car ride. I would love to see Paultons Park build a proper dark ride. I feel if they did a dark ride, they'd do it right. Like, this is a great little ride. Hopefully the new land they've got planned for the future will have a dark ride in it. Obviously nothing's been announced on that. So the Dinosaur Tour Company is sporting quite a long queue at the moment. I think it's going to be a busy day today. It must be an inset day because it is the day after the half terms. The park is only open on weekends at the moment and this Monday. Do you want to head round this way? I'm not sure if like the pterosaur is actually open yet, as I haven't seen it going around once. I would have thought you would have seen it go around at the moment. I haven't even seen it testing. But we'll go around and have a look, and failing that we'll go around towards Cobra and Magma. It's all got staff in there. And yeah, there are people in the queue. So they're loading on. It doesn't look like it's got a massive queue, but I reckon it's going to be quite busy, don't you, Lou?
Yeah.
So I've just heard it dispatching. We've also got Velociraptor here, which is the other Vekoma coaster. It's a Vekoma Junior Boomerang coaster. One thing I really love about the coasters here is they really look after them. They're so immaculately clean. Yeah, we do love flying the pterosaur. Quite a queue. That's not too bad. Do you want to go and fly the pterosaur first?
Yeah, why not?
I reckon that's going to have a 10-15 minute queue. They're quite good operations here. So yeah, fly the pterosaur. On the back row of Flight of the Pterosaur. Got Louise next to me here. We're on the chest rig and we went for a back row because it's going to be fast at the back, or faster. It's quite slow in the morning, this. Yeah, have a look at this beautiful park. This is the older part of the park. As we go over, we're going to get pulled over. And there's the other part of the park. Oh my god! Whee! Got a bit of whip at the back. Whee! So smooth. Looks like the queue for the Dino Touring Company is right down now. Might be up next. Whee! Into the helix. Hooray! Gonna put some G's up now. Whoa! And straight back into the station. This makes this a budget coaster. I do love it. So first ride of the day down, we waited about half an hour for that.
Yeah.
Not the fastest operations they've ever done, but you know, it's quite early on in the season, staff are being trained still. Good ride, I really enjoyed that actually at the back. It was nice and fast, had some good forces.
We saw more than one operator on there.
Yeah, we did. They had 3 operators in total on that, which, you know, some coasters, they do like to run a few staff. Anyway, as you saw while we were on that, the queue for the Dino Tour Company is now much less, and we do love this ride.
It's a little bit, it's a laugh.
Before, the queue was literally up to this cattle pen here, so we thought, you know what, we'll give that a miss, because I reckon that was about half an hour queue, and now it's basically a walk-on. So, it's up next, Dino Tour Company, with Aussie Man Reviews as our narrator. Right, so we're off on Dino Tour Company, and they've changed the voice actor.
Yeah.
It seems
It's less Australian.
It seems to be the exact same voice, like dialogue, but not the same voice actor, which is a shame. Maybe someone told Aussie Man Reviews.
Maybe.
Nah, I don't like the new one.
It's really quiet. It's not used to be really loud.
Yeah, I must admit that's a negative in my opinion. I do prefer
But deep down,
I do prefer the old person. Look, the plane's gone. It's behind the construction walls. They've cut that out because there's fences. So this might be why they re-recorded it, because obviously this is all construction fences.
Species of dino has been seen in the area.
Oh my days.
So yeah, that's probably why they've redone the sound for this, because there was a couple of scenes over here, including the crashed plane and the dinosaur getting a fish, which, you know, wow, that's a huge bumblebee. Yeah, as you can see, it's quite a big site here. Let's just pop the camera up. Yeah, look, all the trees have been cut down there. There we go, we've got the iguanodon, our dino.
Hello, kids. Give me some money.
It's Jacko, our security guy. He takes pics of everyone, then plants them on the wall in Outpost 12 for all to see.
Into the dark ride section.
This is a really special place, as a couple of raptors have decided to nest in this old disused tunnel. Look to the left, in that recess, there's an X. Wow! Look, guys, that baby raptor's just edging. Oh, this is incredible. A rare treat for all of us. Oh, cute little fella, ain't he? Check him out.
Oh, no, don't spray me. Oh, good, his water isn't working. His water isn't working.
Anyway, outside just got so great.
So that's basically the end of this ride, but it's just a great little ride. Looks like it needs a bit of TLC.
It does.
But obviously with the new ride being constructed, part of it is closed off with fencing around it. So we'll see you when we get off.
Sharp teeth. So probably
He's sleeping.
resides near the top of the food chain.
Right, so the Dino Tour Company, slight changes to it this year. We weren't a fan of the new voice actor, but like I said while we were on the ride,
They tried to keep the Aussie accent. But
yeah,
it just wasn't
I
as
think
authentic.
I think it's because construction walls are up. Obviously, it'd be like, here's my aeroplane behind the fence.
And I'd be like, I want a refund because there's no.
But yeah, it did look a little bit tired in areas. That one. I wonder if they're going to refurbish it next year when the new ride goes in. The one thing, talking of refurbishments, they've actually put some work into this little play park here. This had a lot of work put into it. It was actually, I think it was closed last season, but it looks absolutely fantastic now. Little Explorers. Yeah, I know, it's a tiny little park next to Dino Chaser. Like I say, this is the first area that Paultons really pumped a lot of money into their theming. You wait till we get around to Tornado Springs. If you've not seen this park before, it's very well themed around there. Got Dino Chase here, which we'll probably give a miss. Normally we do this one if it's dead, but it is a bit busier today. You know, it's just a little zero coaster, a little buddy hop. Has quite a lot of airtime if you sit at the back. You get a little bit of ejector airtime at the back.
Yeah, a couple of laps.
Yeah, you do. You normally get 2 or 3 laps on this, but this little airtime hill here is a great little pop for youngsters to get their airtime fix, that RMC-like airtime. So one thing we have noticed since we come in, there's a lot of new little things around here. So this little driving area here, this little like, no, it's all like in-house made. Like all of this looks like they've been down B&Q made it. God, I'm losing my voice. I will say, the past couple of weeks when me and Louise had COVID, we got it really bad, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like, I probably only just got over it in the last couple of days. I tested before we came out because we went and stayed at family. I just wanted to make sure I was in the clear. But yeah, it really hit me hard this time. A couple of weeks I've been out of action. Yeah, now I'm 31. You can hear it in my voice, a little bit raspy still. But we're still getting on. You know, I just love getting out to the park, so I'm not going to turn down going to a park on my birthday. I suppose I'm just glad I'm not ill over my birthday. I've just got the sore throat that's come from all the coughing and obviously losing my voice. Anyway, we're going to head round towards the oldest part of the park now. I say the oldest, it's not really the oldest.
They're going to get rid of that, hey?
Yeah, so the go-karts here, little upcharge, it's $6.50 a go now. That's gone up in price. We have done this before.
Yeah, but it's like $4.50, don't it?
But still, you can see they've got a lot of room to expand, and they do have permission now to expand at the back of the site here. There are a few piles of mud. I don't know whether that's going to lead to anything. But what I can see them doing is building a new themed land and then incorporating the old rides Cobra, Edge and Magma into the theme. Because they're great rides. We've got an SBF Visa bounce out here, which is the same ride type as Croc Drop at Chessington World of Adventures. This is a great little ride. It's got the older restraints, but you know, it's really good. Like, I do prefer Croc Drop, but this one's done really well. I'm not sure it's working today. I haven't seen anyone on it. This area of the, what's that? You want to do it? This area of the park seems very quiet. I know Edge is shut, so you can actually see this one has something around the centre console and it's like constructed around it. Got some dinosaur topiaries here. Looks like they're expanding out a little bit. Because technically this ride is part of Lost Kingdom. It is open, this ride, Lou. So we'll do Magma next. I'm not sure whether Cobra's open. It's too quiet. The chain's not running. But yeah, all of this area out here is ready for expansion now, which will be interesting to see. But we're going to go on Magma next. The SPF visa bounced out. Sounds like it's absolutely dead. There's no one around here. Oh, this part of the park doesn't open until 12. That's why. So that's why nothing's open along here yet. But yeah, it must be. So you come into here and it's just greatly themed for a little ride. A little ride in here, you can see. It goes around. I imagine the ride operator's just waiting, sitting down reading the magazine while we're coming down the queue.
Not on their phone.
No, not at all, not here.
Welcome to Magma. Your safety whilst using the rides in the park is
Oh, Dino. Anyway, we'll see you on the ride, guys. Okay, so we won't be going on this one because although the queue's open and we haven't got past any barriers, there's no one here. Okay, so we won't be going on this, Lou. Let's head down the queue.
Guests with disabilities must have a system in and out of the ride seats. Guests must have upper body control and be able to.
We're a couple of brats, Lou.
I
thought it was a bit quiet in this area of the park because, like I say, there is a sign over this way that says this area doesn't open until that way. It's definitely closed. There's a sign. This area doesn't open till 12. It says. So I'm thinking because we slipped around the back by the go-karts, maybe we walked past the sign. Like it wasn't a full barrier. We'll have a look. Yeah, well, a couple of numpties just exploring the park. There is a sign there, but you know, maybe that says it on the other side and we just walked past it. So yeah, they got the sign here, which is just past where Magma is. Does it say it on there?
Yeah.
No wonder we walked past it. We just didn't see it because we were vlogging away.
Like, I didn't read that at all.
Well, it's not exactly like barriered off, is it? It's just like the rides are closed. But you could literally walk down the queue right into the ride. Like normally they'd have a little barrier across there. Yeah. But yeah, we're heading to the other part of the park now. It's actually nearly 12 o'clock, but it's about a 25-minute wait.
Trail walk?
Yeah, then why not? So we're heading over to the other side of the park now towards Critter Kingdom and Tornado Springs. We will be back over this part of the park later. It's much busier than we thought today. Like we have come here. Oh, the Discovery Trail is where we're off to now. I think that's just a smoking area down there. That is just the end there, but we'll go down the Discovery Trail. But yeah, we've come here quite a lot early on in the season, normally about March time. I think this is the earliest we've ever been. But yeah, I didn't expect it to be this busy, did you?
But I like the fact that it's busy.
Yeah, it gives it atmosphere.
It gives it atmosphere. It makes you wait slightly longer. Which
You
then
admire the
doesn't-
theming and queues.
You take more things in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The queues aren't crazy. We
No.
waited half an hour, which is quite a long
We've
time,
been
but-
here during the peak, and I must admit we've never waited more than 45 minutes for a ride in the big coasters. Rides like Storm Chaser, 2 trains, very quick operations here. Even Flight of the Pterosaur, they've got good operations for a 1 train. Now, as Louise was just saying, this is the Discovery Trail. Look at the bunnies, Lou.
I want one.
She wants one for her
That's
garden.
more like what my bunny looks like.
Because he's black and white. But yeah, this is just a little trail. They've got quite a few of these actually dotted around, all around the park. So there's the rabbits and the badgers, and then the foxes looking at them from over the way. Right, so this week, myself and Louise have got the week off work for my birthday. And
Treat.
yeah. Anyway, we broke our piggy bank, didn't we? Had quite a bit of money in it. Had about £190 in it. So I said to Louise, I said, here's an idea. Give me some money for any money for my birthday. I'll put it towards a hotel. And we're basically going to 2 locations of which Louise knows nothing about.
Yes, I do.
And it is hilarious because I've told her.
To Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, if only. So we've got 1 night in a hotel tomorrow, and I'm mega excited. I know Louise will love it, but I am not telling her until we're there or until she clocks where we're going. But she's been to the place we're going tomorrow, she's been before, but the other location she hasn't. So yeah, you'll have
to the Eden Project.
You'll have to stay tuned to the World of Coasters on our Instagram. Actually, it would have already happened by now. To view what's happening. There will probably be pictures and all that on Instagram. But yeah, Louise doesn't know it. It's very exciting because I do.
Project, right?
Have to see. So the Discovery Trail brings us out to the middle of the park. We've got some absolutely beautiful gardens along here. A few animal enclosures. They've got flamingos over here. So yeah, there used to be a big stately home on this property that burnt down in the 60s under mysterious circumstances, the signs say. But the grounds are still here, and there's some beautiful gardens. What's that?
Pink flamingo.
Yes, their diet has made them pink.
Look, they're probably babies.
The camera will not like this. Yeah, there's a non-pink one
There's two non-pink ones.
over here,
There
but
and there.
we're not going to focus on that. We're just going to focus
On the bars.
on the bars, because why not?
There's some-
Many trails along here. There's a fairy door. You can't break into the fairy's house.
Oh,
Such a vandal.
can't get in.
Yeah, loads of trails along here, loads of like little topiaries and all that, and then some bird enclosures. As we come out of the centre gardens now, we can see our first glimpse of Tornado Springs. This is the new area that opened in 2021. It was meant to open 2020, but COVID had its say about that and it never opened.
Merch data from 2020.
Oh yeah, we got the bowl cap, haven't we, in our
which we
kitchen.
obviously needed.
But Tornado Springs is by far one of the best themed areas in the country, if not the best themed.
I just feel like you can look for hours and you still miss
It
stuff.
is
It's one of
completely
those.
themed all the way through, to the point there's telephone poles and all
Yeah.
that wiring. There's a
And
restaurant.
music and
Yeah, there's just everything there. A shop, restaurant, flat rides, roller coaster. They got the new roller
Toilets.
coaster that opened last year, the Farmyard Flyer, which is still Zero Coaster. But yeah, let's head on in and get some shots of this area. I am slowly losing my voice, which is very concerning.
I will take over.
Yeah, I know. It's like I've not had to speak much since I've recovered from COVID, so my voice is a bit flaky, as you can probably hear. But yeah, just some of the theming along here. This is the Owls Auto Academy. It doesn't look like it's open today. But there's Storm Chaser, the Mack Rides spinner. I do love this. It's a brilliant little coaster. So here we are in the Central Plaza. The park branches off now, so you've got Critter Creek over here, Peppa Pig World is over this way, and Tornado Springs, which is looking very quiet this morning.
Get some good photos.
I know, it's a brilliant, very photogenic area. It's just, this area is what we want in UK theme parks, and hopefully the World of Jumanji at Chessington will be something along the lines of this. Although the station building looks a bit bland, let's head into Tornado Springs and get some rides on. So here we go, Owls Auto Academy. We've got the shop over there, which I think we're going in a minute. And it's fully themed, like the floor is a road, the telegraph poles, traffic lights hanging up. It's just a complete package zone.
Yeah.
Got some good merch here. Storm Chaser merch, and the hoodies are $34.99 for adults, only $14.99 for t-shirts, which isn't too bad. The t-shirt being around here, which I actually already have this. It's a really good price. What have you got? Oh my god, it's a giant hot dog. Saw a smaller one thrown it on the floor.
No, I caught it.
How much is it? Does it say on his label? No, it doesn't. Oh, it's over here.
must.
Large ones. 40 quid for the large ones. Over the smaller ones. Pretty cool looking. So they do have more in the way of offerings of park merch this season. They did have some of this last year, like the pens.
I like this.
But they've got-
This style is pretty cool.
So yeah, they got these are the key rings, and they've got a fridge magnet version here for all the rides, including the Cyclone, Storm Chaser, and the Farmyard
They've
Flyer.
got these like wallet things.
Pencils and all that.
I think that's cool.
And I picked up the pin and the bottle opener, which I think we're going to
He's
have.
an alcoholic.
Yes, that's me.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were looking at this last year. They were building this. And we're like, oh, maybe another attraction. No, it appears to be offices. But yeah, it looks like they've whacked that out quite nicely. Got the five-yard flyer in the background. Got cycling here, which I wasn't a fan of the long cycle on this the first time we came here. I think we're going to go on Storm Chaser first, which is the coaster here, the Mack Ride spinning coaster. It's an absolutely brilliant little coaster. Apparently got a 10-minute queue. Do you want to go over to the Farmyard Flyer maybe later? I'm in no particular rush. But yeah, Farmyard Flyer over here is the new ride for 2021. Doesn't seem to be anything new for 2022. Yeah, up next is going to be Storm Chaser. So Storm Chaser is a really good coaster, great family coaster. Has a awesome I'm a Score soundtrack, which you hear in this cattle pen. It's probably the only downside is it has this huge cattle pen here, which you have to walk through. There's no cut throughs. But yeah, they've got the soundtrack all turned down by the sounds of it.
Your safety at the park is our top ride or in one of the storage boxes provided, as it cannot be retrieved if it falls during the ride.
Here we go, Storm Chaser time. How much are we going to spin? That's the question. It's a great little family coaster. This is a clone of Sierra Sidewinder, which is in Knott's Berry Farm in California, near Disneyland. Oh, I'm not exactly stapled, but I'm quite comfy. Here we go. It's very high, this one, for a family coaster. And here we go.
I haven't seen that much. I didn't see who's behind.
Way! Woo! Way! Oh my god! Not much spin, quite well balanced. Here we go! Whoa! Whee! Whoa! Perfectly balanced now! Woo! Spinning!
Good.
And into the brake
Oh,
run.
that was good.
It is a good little coaster, some good forces on it. Not a bad ride. Okay. Great ride there on Storm Chaser. We're in a pretty well balanced car then, Lou, weren't we?
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad at all, not much spin on that.
And it wasn't really.
Yeah, but that kind of gets you to spin because it kind of S-spins left and right. Anyway, we're going to head over towards the Farmyard Flyer now, which is going to be our next port call. This is a little Zero coaster that opened here last season. And we actually came here unknowingly on opening day, didn't we?
It was like a little queue.
Yeah, and everyone else was at Blackpool because it was like opening day at Blackpool. And we're like, no, we're going to Paultons. Mainly because Paultons is a lot closer for us. That's cycling out here. Absolutely beautiful ride this, however, the long cycle just really didn't agree with me last time. We have some amazing theming on this. The Farmyard Flyer is up next. So like I say, Farmyard Flyer is a little simple Zero coaster. We'll be able to take you on with the GoPro as we have been with all the other coasters. Great little theming here. It's kind of in between the Caterpillar and Dino Chaser in size. However, it is the more modern coaster trains on this. It's all themed to a little Farmyard Flying plane. Yeah, a little helix and bunny hill on it. It's not a bad little ride, to be honest. Right, so here we go on the Farmyard Flyer, back row. So it's just a little simple family coaster this, or kiddie coaster shall I say. Train's running low. We'll do that later. Here we go to the helix and get some speed. Oi! Are we going to get some air time? And if I remember, this last corner is a little bit janky. Oh yes, beautiful Zero smoothness. Into the magnetic brakes. And we'll probably get a couple of laps on this, guys. So see you afterwards. Why are you yawning? Ain't that boring, surely? So, like with every time we come to Paultons, it starts off feeling really busy.
And then everyone
And yeah, everyone disperses. Peppa Pig World will be mentally busy right now. But we're just backing the rides. I think we're going to do the Windmill Towers next. We absolutely love these. I'm pretty sure they're Zamperla. I always call them SBF Visa, but they're not. There's Zamperla bounce towers here, which we went on some of these at Phantasialand, didn't we, Lo? And we absolutely loved the Phantasialand one. One thing for sure, this year we will be going back to Phantasialand because we got that free trip to stay in Charles Lindbergh Hotel, so that will definitely happen in 2023. I'm hoping May, but I can't put the exact date on it. So up next is going to be the Windmill Towers. Alright, so here we go on the Windmill Towers here. One of two towers, which I think you must have to buy these in the set of two, you get a discount. Not a bad little cycle. This is the only one in the world that we've been on. We have to sit as two adults separately. So me and Louise can't sit next to each other in the same car, which in other ones you can. But it means that I'm sitting on my own. It kind of lowers the capacity a bit. The second tower is not in operation because it's a low season day. It's nice views from up here, and they're all quite good full sort of rides. Anyway, the best one of these we've been on by far is the one at Phantasialand because it kind of does that little jump like a million times. This one's a bit tamer and a bit less forceful, but it does give some good forces nonetheless. Anyway, we'll see you after this one, and hopefully get on Buffalo Falls next. Oh, there's Tornado Springs. Right, so we've had a really good ride on the Windmill Towers there. And I fancy an ice cream to soothe my throat. It's a little bit raw still.
He also is finding this too heavy for him to carry. So.
It's quite a heavy rig I've got there with the wide elements. But yeah, Sunday. We've never eaten a Sunday from here, but they look quite sizable. I don't know.
Should we have a look at the menu together?
I think I might get a mudslide.
This is what you can
No, it's one of those, mate.
You can also get your pineapple Dole Whip.
That's it, mate, yeah.
Donuts, you like that one, M&M's.
Yeah, but I'm being good because I've eaten cream egg.
Ice cream. So I've gone for the mudslide. Louise in the end went for one, then go nuts.
Yeah, because I'm not paying for it.
Yeah. We're just saying, they got all the recipes
God,
up
no,
here
it's
of what
Mr.
goes in
Whitty.
it. Here's Mr. Whitty. Yeah, come and see what's in all of them, the secret recipes. Right, so here we go. $5.95 each. But my God, it's huge. Just put it into comparison. It's huge.
He didn't know how to make them, bless him.
Following the recipe. This is Mr. Whippy ice cream. I just really need to super fry. So we're going to tuck into this and then carry on with our day. So we're leaving Tornado Springs now. Well, we're not kind of leaving. We're going to go on Louise's favourite ride, the trekking tractors. It's just a little tractor ride. He was actually here before Tornado Springs was built, but it kind of skims the edge of Peppa Pig World here. We're going to come back with Buffalo Falls later, I think. But yeah, it's trekking tractors on next. Yeah, I know. It was open last season, but yeah, they do burritos here. But we had a chiquitas yesterday because it was my birthday. So we've had Mexican. So I don't think I want another Mexican. Spicy food though. It looks like they've ripped off Dale, look. Mexican Dale. Yeah, it looks quite nice. Make your burritos and your fajitas. So here we go, on trekking tractors. It's just a simple little ride. This is a much nicer ride in the spring when everything's in bloom. A little bit early on in the season, February. It's actually dropped in temperatures a bit. It's a bit cold now, isn't it? Need that sun to come back out. But yeah, they've got the groundhogs out everywhere who are causing mischief around the farm, so we can have a look for those. And it's just a great little flat ride again, not that ride, tractor ride. You know, they actually grow stuff out in the farm area and harvest it throughout the rest of the year. But yeah, it's a little bit early. So if you want to vape or smoke in this park, you must sit next to the pooing bunny topiary.
You must literally...
I'm sorry, that rabbit is doing nothing more than having a poo. But I speak from experience, I have a rabbit. When the tail's up like that, it's doing something. But yeah, they've got some beautiful topiaries around here. We're now around the back of Trekking Tractors. It's around the back of the Peppa Pig shop and the cafe. We've got this lovely little topiary here with loads of bunny rabbits doing various things, including Super Bunny over here, which is flying through the air faster than Superman. And their topiary that says Paultons along here. Do absolutely love this park. It reminds me very much of a lot of the parks on the continent where they really care about the upkeep of the park. It's always clean, everything's always like freshly painted. It's just a really well put together park. Obviously we're now entering Peppa Pig World, which is like one of the main reasons for a lot of people to come here. It's renowned for Peppa Pig World. They've got some really good rides here for kids.
I've been on a few
I think
myself.
all they're missing here now is a coaster for
Daddy Pig's.
that would be like Daddy Pig's. No, because you've got Daddy Pig's driving at Legoland, Florida, which is a separate gate, that park. I would like to go there one day, but I can't see it happening anytime soon. For now, Paultons Park will have to do. So outside of the area of Peppa Pig, we have the Wildlands. It's been renamed. This used to be called Little Africa, didn't it, Lo? So yeah, I was just saying, it's like all themed behind. They've kind of just built the sign in front. It's a bit like what they did with Terratomb at Chessington. I don't know why they renamed it. Please enjoy your visit and please respect our animals. Do not feed them or touch them as they may bite. They have the meerkats here, and these are the most chillax meerkats in the world.
Oh my god, you remember when
they're like sunbathing on their backs. Very cute.
Aww, where's the lookout? Oh,
They always have a look out. Look at him. He's up there.
two. Maybe because it's a large area.
Yeah, look at this. So we've come into the nocturnal house now in, I still want to call it Little Africa. What's it called now? Wildlands? Wildwoods.
Wild Asia. I don't know.
Yeah, in the nocturnal house they've got various animals, including these little fox things along here. What is this? This is a fennec fox.
Works at FedEx.
Works at FedEx, but only on the weekends.
Fenwick.
One up in the corner up there, just looking out. And there is another one patrolling around somewhere. So as you come out of the nocturnal house now, you can't go through the old bird enclosure.
Shut for a while.
This was closed last season. We came here once last year, didn't we? It's very odd for us. But yeah, it was closed last season. But I don't know why it's closed. I think probably because the birds could fly into this area. Like you can see them in that area. Yeah, no one's allowed in there now. It says it's closed today, so whether they intend on reopening it doesn't look very permanent, but I don't know. So once we've been into Little Africa, I'm going to call it Little Africa because I can't remember the new name.
Wild something.
Yeah, Wild something. But we're actually heading over towards the watermill along here. So, like I say, I don't know, every time.
So bad.
Well, that's the pelicans over there that smell quite bad. But yeah, you get some beautiful views around here.
Dead things.
Oh god, they're them water plants. They love water, but they die at this time of year. I imagine that's the landowner, or one of the landowners. There are quite a few properties on here. Yeah, some beautiful walks. You can actually walk all the way along towards Critter Creek, which I think we might do in a minute. So this area is much more remnant of what the park, I imagine, started off as, like a bit like a historical, factual... You know, you can come here, you can see this watermill in use, and they've actually got it running, as you can see here. And there is a button over here that you can press, and it gives you a little spiel about the watermill and how it powered stuff. So the watermill's on the other side of here, and they've actually got it running.
Welcome to the Paultons watermill.
A saw.
This watermill was built in about 1860, and its revolutionary new design roughly doubled the efficiency.
And here we are, we come around the back of the watermill building, and here it is, the watermill itself. Isn't that interesting there? Midges everywhere. God, they're attacking! Quick, escape! But yeah, some beautiful views around here. Access for what I can imagine is the landowner. Like I say, these houses here are all on the property. So they're literally within earshot of the coasters and all that, which I think is really cool. They must have something to do with the park. I know Paultons is still a family-owned business. It's not a big corporation or anything like that, which is one of the reasons, yeah, it's why the park tickets cost as much as they do, because, you know, they're not like Merlin. They rely on this park.
Merlin's got multiple avenues.
Yeah, Merlin is, you know, it's worldwide. They have the midway attractions.
Yeah.
And for Merlin, the midway attractions are their main earners. You think sea life and Man and Two Swords, they're all over the world. The dungeons, they're all over the world. We were saying that when we go to London, they pump the money in there because that's where the money is, the tourists. Obviously the parks, I mean, you know, like I'm sure tourists do come to the parks, but the majority of people, unless they're enthusiasts like ourselves, you're not going to travel out to a theme park like that. They're not like
Especially somewhere
Disneyland.
like Chessington or, you know, maybe
I mean,
Windmill Towers.
I think if the London resort goes ahead, which we should hear more about this year, I feel that they could start like plugging Chessington and Thorpe Park more, because they're not too far away from London, and you know, if they did some decent things, you could get there quite easily. I am starting to see things for Legoland in London, but they kind of say it's really close to London, which it isn't. It's the furthest park.
Bus advertisement.
Yeah, so you can get to Legoland from London, and like you say, you can get to the other parks. But we'll wait and see what the future holds. If the London resort goes ahead, I'd be very surprised if Merlin don't start pushing for more London tourists to go to the theme parks. So up next is going to be the Rio Grande Railway. This is an existing ride also. It was re-themed into Tornado Springs when it opened. Got a little Chevrolet truck there. It's looking a bit worse for wear in the last few seasons. It's starting to get a bit mouldy. Yeah, we're just going to wait for this to come back to the station. Everyone's displaced, everyone's going for lunch. Have a look inside the Route 83 diner. Rammed. So we come off the Rio Grande train. I swear I'm saying that wrong. But it looks like they're putting a fish and chip shop in here.
They're doing something there.
It's not actually open yet. It even says on the sign it's closed today because it's not finished. Yeah, fish and chips up here. They have got the menu. See if I can see it through the window. The jumbo fish and chips is $11.50. Jumbo sausage and chips $9.25. I think that'd be quite nice actually. See, one thing I will give Paultons is their food and merchandise is actually really well priced.
Oh, got a twinge in my butt cheek.
Oh. Would you not agree about that with the food and the merchandise?
Yeah.
It's really well priced. Like you come to like a Merlin park, it's like, you want a slice of pizza? That's like
and the
£7.
food quality's gone down in Merlin, even more
Oh
so
yeah,
than what it was
yeah.
really.
Since Aramac took it over, like
We never eat there,
we're going into
apart from Windmill Towers where we have to really.
yeah,
It's not close.
we're going to Peppa Pig World now, and we're in Peppa Pig World, and we're going to Daddy Pig's Big Tummy Cafe, because they used to, or I hope they still do Chicago Town pizza slices, which are quite nicely priced, and. Yeah, I love a slice. Yeah, it's nice and quiet. Hopefully they're still doing the pizza slices. So just want something light for lunch. I'm not that hungry after the Sunday earlier. Right, so an update from the the Daddy Pig Big Tummy Cafe. Big Disappointment Cafe. No Chicago Town pizza anymore. They've gone to like their, well, non-branded Toasties, which don't look terrible, but I mean, I love Chicago Town pizza. And they don't do the fat shake anymore.
Daddy Pig's Big Fat
It was called Fat Shake. Basically, it was Daddy Pig's liposuction
If
remains.
you've ever had like, you know them
So
little
thick.
milk things, what are they called?
Milk lollies are, yeah, I know.
like the strawberry, the chocolate one. It tastes like a strawberry.
But they were
one of them.
really nice. And they don't do that anymore. I suppose that's because they were quite unhealthy. Now the sun's come out, I can't see. But I said to Louise, let's go to the Route 83 diner. I just want something light, so I think chips, maybe the curly fries there are amazing. As we all know, theme park curly fries, very nice. I would eat here, but I don't really want to get a burrito. I had one last night.
Yeah. You stopped for lunch.
So yeah, we're just coming into the Route 83 diner. It's all on screens now, which is pretty cool. Like fully themed, a bit like McDonald's sort of style.
Yeah.
I was just having a look through. I think I might just end up on the side, to be honest. The loaded fries look nice. But yeah, you can get your burgers here. They've got quite a lot of burger options. Kids meals.
And the stuff that they don't have in stock, you can see there.
It
It's all
says,
like
see, I don't fancy a chicken tender meal. Say it's like nearly 11 quid. I think what I'm going to go for is some fries. Probably loaded fries, I think.
Oh, what's he going to get?
No,
These
it's extra.
two
This is extra.
Is it? Why does it say loaded fries and then you have to pay for the loaded bit?
Please choose your first topping for fries.
Is it free? No, that's free.
There's £1 for cheese.
Well, that's a lot. Do you really want to pay for that?
I'm just having a look. 7 quid.
Nah.
I don't like the fact that they've just told me to put toppings on my chips. I'll tell you what I'm going to go for. I think I'll go with crispy onions, get rid of the secret sauce, and probably get rid of the beef chilli. Never has there been a truer statement than that sign up there. So with the added options, the only item that's free is crispy bacon bits. It's a
I thought it was onion.
oh yeah, sorry, onions. It's a little bit cheeky at Paultons Park, I'm not going to lie.
It's very
Like,
cheeky.
this was £5.35 with secret sauce, cheese, crispy onions.
Is it just burger sauce? Oh my god, my
Yeah,
God.
basically.
Burger sauce.
It is burger sauce, basically. It tastes amazing. I love curly fries.
You know what Luke got me?
A Tango Ice Blast. And I got this, a root beer. Which I love my root beer, but this is Australian root beer and we're meant to be in America.
Oh.
So yeah, but it's got a little pool cap on it, hold on. Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Fancy. It's really nice, that one.
Cool.
What?
I know where we're going.
Where are we going?
We're going to Plopsaland.
You'll have to find out tomorrow.
No, we are going there.
How do you know?
Because you just gave me a hint.
Did I?
Yeah.
Like I say, you have to find out tomorrow. Right, so we're back after having a little bite to eat, just a little snack, some dirty fries, which actually tasted really nice, to be honest. I really like the root beer they do. Anyway, we're going to head into Critter Creek now. We're coming towards the end of the day now. It's actually coming up to about 2:30.
I know where I'm going tomorrow.
Louise has worked out one of the locations.
Luke gave me a hint and it was really obvious.
So tomorrow we're going to be getting the Eurotunnel.
I'm so excited now.
And we're going to Belgium and we're going to be heading to Plopsaland, a
I
park.
had to check the email dates because he's tried to like troll me before with Disneyland Paris and it was an old email.
So yeah, in the next vlog we're going to be at Plopsaland, which I love the ride to happiness. It is such a good spinner. Like I kind of put my foot in it because I said, didn't I say I was like talking about the Storm Chaser, and I said I'm not a big fan of spinners. I said, but there's one spinner that I absolutely love and I could ride all day, and it is the ride to happiness. And then you were just like, are we going there tomorrow? And I just could not keep a straight face.
Yeah, but
however,
he laughed at everything I said. Like even Drayton Manor, he was laughing at that.
It's a bit of a relief, you know, because I like at the moment I've snuck the passports into my bag. It would have been nice to just get you in the car and like take you there. But anyway, we're at Critter Creek now.
Wait.
So yeah, Critter Creek is the nightmare-inducing land where they hybrid animals together. So as you can see here, the dandelions, mixed between dandelions and lions. All sorts of animals, and the main attraction here is this little zero coaster called the Caterpillar, which has a really cool theme. It is Caterpillar. Little zero coaster used to have red track, as you can see. It's been here for years, this ride. I couldn't tell you what it used to be called. But yeah, we're to go on this one next.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on the ride. Right, so here we go on the Caterpillar now. Here we go. This is a good one. At the back, you get good pullover. We're not quite at the back. We're about 3 or 4 from the back. Yeah, good pullover on this one. When he gets to the top of the hill. Here we go. So a great little ride on the Caterpillar there, and we're heading over to the other side of the park. Lou is very annoying.
Why?
Because
Tell them.
okay, so we were just talking about Plopsaland.
Yeah, as we got off the ride, we were just chatting.
And you were talking about like the trip we went with Lewis. We
Yeah.
went to Park Asterix, Disneyland,
Yeah.
and Plopsaland.
Yeah.
And we were talking.
And then he goes, when we go to Toverland.
I put my
And
foot
then
in
I
it.
went like this. So we go to Toverland.
I was
then.
meant to say when we went to Park Asterix, because yeah, we went to Park Asterix and we were there really late. But yeah, I was like, when we went, I was meant to say when we went to Park Asterix, and I said when we go to Toverland, I was like, poo, that came out wrong.
But the thing is, we were already discussing about maybe going there because I knew the park was open.
See, originally I wanted to do Toverland, Efteling, and Plops of Japan, but I couldn't justify the price. I did look at it the other day actually, and they were talking. They wanted me to pay an extra £82 to upgrade the ticket for Eurotunnel, so it would have cost an extra £82 on that.
It's a bit much, isn't it?
And then we would have needed a hotel and the park tickets for Efteling. Now Efteling was €42 a head, which I would love to have gone to, because we haven't been to the Efteling. You haven't been since 2018. I went in 2019. But yeah, maybe that's something for another time. But Toverland, not been to, and I really want to go there because they've got Phoenix.
I think because we were talking about going so much, like back in January we were talking about going so much.
Well, the other thing is the park tickets are really well priced. It's €54 to
so
adults.
I knew that was open. So when you said it, I was like,
I like totally put my foot in there, but you know the trip, and now you guys know that the next two vlogs are going to be Plops of Japan and Toverland. We're then going to Legoland on Friday.
Thursday's got a bit of a chill one. We might do something, but I don't know if it'll be a vlog.
We might go Sunday to Chessington to have a look at Mandrill Mayhem and World of Jumanji.
Because they're testing it now,
yeah, they are testing it now. But obviously the main season for that doesn't start. Yeah, we're going to have a look at the gardens.
So I want one of these tree things in my garden.
Yeah, but yeah, I put my foot in it so we know the trip now.
Yeah, but Luke can't hide from me. Like he looks at me and he just starts laughing. It's like, oh.
I couldn't believe when I put my foot in that just now.
It was like so soon after.
I am very excited to go to Toverland. Like I really am. It's about a 3-hour drive afterwards, but we'll finish at Toverland. Toverland shuts at 6 PM that night, and we're driving back to the Eurotunnel. Our booking is
glad we've got that
20 past 11. So
20 past 11 at night.
So yeah, we literally have to drive. I think
it's
about a 3.5 hour, 4-hour drive, and we will make it with an hour to spare on the check-in. So we should be good, but.
Oh my God, I'm so glad we got the Thursday off, because he's like, we probably will be too tired on Thursday to do anything. I was like...
There we go. So yeah, Toverland and Plops of Japan coming up soon. So I really like the meet and greet there. The meet and eat, as they call it, is really cool. Obviously we're not going to queue for that, but yeah, it's really cool. Like just a character costume behind a wall. Everything's really well done.
Yeah.
You're excited now, aren't you?
Yeah.
So now you know that yes, we are going to be vlogging for the next few days.
I feel like Paultons Park is a good practice run because we haven't been to a theme park for a while. So.
Well, the other thing was we stopped by Costco. We got Costco membership. And I was like, I need to fill the car up. And did that not click with you? What if we were in the UK? Why am I wanting to fill the car up here? Like, I don't have a problem filling up on the continent, but it's just like, I don't know where to fill up and like...
No, that didn't click with me. I just knew it was going to be a long journey because we're getting up at 5. So I was just like, oh, long journey needs fuel.
So, yeah. Anyway, we're back in the Lost Kingdom now. We're going to head over towards Magma.
Yeah, I love Magma.
So, over to Magma. We'll go on Cobra. I'm not too keen on Edge, the Zamperla Jumbo Disco. I think that's closed,
It's closed
though.
anyway. It's closed for maintenance. There was a sign.
So yeah, I would like to get back on Flight the Pterosaur later.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, we must be coming into the last hour of operations now. Yes, it's just 3 o'clock now. So yeah, I think we'll get our last few rides on, and then it'll be time to go home. So we're actually over by Magma now, but we're starting to wonder if it's running because there's no audio now. And there was audio earlier. No, there is an operator outside. I'm going to guess and say it's broken down. However, Cobra is open. So I think Cobra will be up next. So Cobra opened in 2006, if I'm not mistaken. It's a Gerstlauer bobsled coaster. The first big roller coaster for this park. No particular theme. It is obviously called Cobra, and it's got like that one piece of theming, the topiary over there. But it's pretty bland as it goes, so I could see this one day being themed. Like the station's just very plain and generic. Probably going to be a little bit of a queue for this one, but we'll see you on the ride, guys. It's Cobra up next. Right, so here we go on the last crazy coaster of the day. It's Cobra. We've been on every coaster other than the Dino Chase, haven't we? Oh, and Velociraptor. I haven't been on Velociraptor. But yeah, you can see it's quite a busy day when we get to the top of the hill. They're definitely in one of their they're starting to use their overflow car park. But yeah, it's quite busy for a Monday. Here we go. Way! They don't like the trim brakes on this. So let's see.
Hold on, Luke. You're not holding.
I am. I'm holding on to my GoPro chest rig so I can get a better shot. Yeah! Oh my god! Ah! Oh, they don't like the trims. There's an expansion plot. So I don't know about you, Lou, but this area seems very tired recently.
It's very quiet.
It is
There's
like
only one ride open.
they've only got the one ride open, but like
The
in
shop's
years
not open,
gone
that's
by,
not
they've
open.
kind of really maintained the area. It just seems, other than the buildings being painted, like Edge over here, yeah, they're just all a bit tired. It's like Edge has this wooden structure around it. It's under maintenance at the moment. But I honestly think this is going to be the next area to be rethemed.
Replacing.
You could see them maybe putting in a dark ride over behind Cobra here and theming this all up into a new area. I said set like an Egyptian theme to keep with the Cobra. But yeah, I think that would go down a treat, and obviously
like a jewel in the middle of the
yeah,
edge.
like with Paultons. Like the thing is, especially going to Props to the Pan, their jumbo disco is all fully themed, isn't it? It's the Viking themed one. We didn't go on it. They are really well
The
themed.
one in Park Asterisk is really cool. Like
It's
really
very
cool.
similar to they've got the flame effects
Yeah.
on theirs. But yeah, we'll.
What was that?
I can very much see this area being part of a larger themed area in the future. There is, and obviously,
Area as well.
and obviously, it's not a bad coaster. This is a really good coaster. Just needs a bit of theming on it, in my opinion. See, this area of the park is very much like untouched. It's like picnic fields. You know, all of this is like expansion area for them. It's just really weird because every year we come here and it's just this empty field. Like
bins.
you could fit a decent sized coaster on here, or even a land for that matter. I'd probably say World of Jumanji isn't much bigger than this land, maybe a bit bigger. Probably not. They probably very rarely have to change them. But I do love their hedges along here. They're so well kept. And then as we come over from Cobra, you kind of see the more themed area. And then there's this last pocket of older style rides, including their travelling log flume, which I think the days of this one are numbered at the moment. This one's closed today because it is it's winter season and they do their maintenance on it. But even though this is a travelling model, same layout as the one at Brighton Pier, they really do it up nicely. It's all painted, it's all looked after. And that's where a lot of parks go wrong, in my opinion. You do just have a lot of parks where it's like throw a ride in, do the bare minimum maintenance. Even Merlin are kind of learning now that you can't get away with that. People want theming and experience. Back when I was growing up, it was very much like build the biggest, fastest, tallest roller coaster.
Yeah, like well
but back when I was a kid, you had like Colossus being built, Oblivion, Air, Galactica.
You did have a hat that said Air on it, and then we washed
We put it
it.
for the wash and ripped it all off.
Because it was like disgusting.
It was really dusty. It was under a cupboard when we moved out.
And now like the air has actually come off, so it's just a grey hat.
I've got a Nemesis Inferno hat.
Yeah, that's never
That's
going
from
in the wash
Opus in
ever.
here. But yeah, like now it's all about the experience. So like World of Jumanji looks like a really good solid area, which hopefully we'll get to when the park's open. The one annoying thing this year is I work night shifts once every 15 weeks, like 1 week. And my night shifts fall on the opening week of the theme parks. So from the 19th of March.
I mean, we can go, but then you'd be very tired.
I don't think it would work. Like I reckon, because Thorpe Park have their annual pass event on the 18th, which is the day before, and I know I'm off that day. So if I can get tickets for it,
Weekend day.
yeah, Saturday.
Oh.
So we should be able to make that. But Alton Towers will have to wait a little bit, which means.
But we never really make the first day of the season for Alton.
Alton Towers? No, we have quite a few years, but not last year. But yeah, definitely going to be waiting a few weeks before that, and we'll have to go on a weekend to your new job.
Yeah. No Fridays anymore.
No, you don't get Fridays off.
I love that. It was great for theme parks.
It was.
But then everyone decided that they wanted Fridays off since
But like,
COVID. So
we do want to get to some new parks this year. Obviously, we're going to go to Overland. That's new. I really want to get out to Park Asterix at some point this year. I said to Louise earlier.
It's going to be a struggle because I don't have that much holiday.
It's just going to be a day trip to Park Asterix.
It'll be like a weekend.
Because the new coaster there looks really good.
Yeah.
Other new parks I want to get. We're going to go out to Fantasyland because we've got the free trip.
May,
And
yeah.
in May, and we said we're going to do movie park when we do that because that's quite close.
Yeah.
And then
Norfolk.
yeah, well, Norfolk's every year. I would like to get out to Madrid this year for a short break because I really want to get on the new Batman roller coaster.
When? Apart from August.
I don't know. Maybe in May. We'll soon find out. But I really want to get out there because this new coaster is an Intermin launch, the same as the one that's found at the same as the one that they're building at Park Asterix. And these new Intermin coasters look amazing. So we'll have to look at getting out there because it does look really good.
Again, when?
Maybe May. We'll soon find out. I'll have to have a look. But yeah, not confirming anything yet.
Some solo trips for you, Lou.
But we'll be getting out to fly.
Yeah.
And Fantasia Land, definitely.
I'm really looking forward to that because it's like, although we pay for it, it feels like it's free.
And it's Charles Lindbergh, so it's full experience with hotel and dinner and everything. So yeah, you'll just have to keep your eyes on the channel and go from there. Obviously, we'll be looking at the construction of just next season or this season. World of Jumanji opens. Legoland are going to be building new coasters.
Yeah.
Project Horizon has just been approved at Alton Towers, which is so out towards the back of Williams World, as I call it.
Williams World.
And the Alton Dungeons,
Oh yeah, you did
new
tell
indoor
me, yeah.
coaster,
Yeah,
or speculated coaster.
Why is it not a dark ride?
Might be, we don't know, but it's speculation it's going to be Secret Weapon 9. A really well themed
Williams
indoor
World.
coaster, yeah. So yeah, looking forward to that. There's so much happening in the UK industry at the moment. It's a really good time to be an enthusiast. Obviously, we could hear more about the London Resort this year. They're going to be reapplying for that.
Lots to look forward to.
But that will be a much smaller project now. Apparently, it's only going to be one park rather than two.
I feel like this always happens, like Disneyland Paris.
Well, we'll see. I'll be happy with just a new park, to be honest.
Especially one so close, because we do live really close to London.
Oh God, yeah. So anyway, I think we're going to get coffee or something now, yeah?
I mean, I want to go on the 4D.
Okay, well let's go do the 4D theatre and then we'll get a coffee. Because we're coming into the last hour. I want to do Flight of the Pterosaur before we go. We've had a really good day here. It's like typical Paultons.
It's been nice and relaxed because I feel like, you know, theme park like Thorpe Park or Alton Towers, you're like go.
Rush.
And it is a shorter park day, which is nice because we've been out of practice for a while.
Oh God, yeah. That's what I was saying to
and
you.
Obviously he's ill.
Yeah. Well, I'm not ill. It's just like I'm a bit like worn out from having COVID. But it's literally like you don't go to a theme park for like a few months and it's just like, oh God, I can't. How could you do a 12-hour day?
Plus Luke is in his 30s now.
Don't be horrible. I'm not in my 30s, I'm still 18.
No, you're not. That would be bloody awkward.
Anyway, let's get over to the 4D cinema, see this really weird show.
It's
Is
like
it the
a
cat
cat.
one? The
It's
magic
the cat.
cat, yeah.
I don't mind it actually. I don't like cats, but I don't mind it.
Hopefully they've got a new one, eh?
No.
Louise is absolutely distraught. The 4D cinema is gone.
It's literally, there's nothing.
The only thing is, like, maybe...
It used to be like a little waiting
Yeah, I know, you can still see the markings on the floor. But maybe, Lou, they've gutted the inside of that and we're going to get a Tornado Springs interactive shoot the dark ride. No, it's all gone.
Why?
That's weird. Like, I've never seen this.
Honestly, it's so empty. They didn't even say anything about it, did they?
Well, it wasn't the greatest 4D cinema in the world. Right next to the old tired looking Main Street USA, which is where they hide all the staff facilities and all that. But yeah, interesting. So with that unfortunate news, we're back.
Happy. He didn't like that one.
The 4D cinema was a bit weird. We're back in Tornado Springs now. My GoPro's died. I don't have the spare batteries with me. I'm just in the car. So we're going to go back on Storm Chaser. I nearly called it Tornado Springs. And now Lou knows the next 3 days, the next park which we're going to, we've got an extreme spinning coaster by Mac and another one of these family spinning coasters by Mac. And yeah, I love the ride to happiness, it's brilliant. But yeah, we'll get back on this. Obviously won't be filming on it now because I don't have the GoPro, the battery's died on it. It's a real shame. Get a few more rides on, maybe Buffalo Falls. I know you're going to want to go in the Peppa Pig World and do a couple of rides there. The flying...
What one?
The one where you go over the top in the Queen's carousels, or what they call it. And then hopefully end the day with a ride on Flight of the Pterosaur. But we're in the last hour of operations now, guys. So yeah, the vlog will be winding down to an end. So it's going to be Storm Chaser again next, advertising a 10-minute queue. But absolutely nothing through here. It's a bit annoying there's no cut through on this bit when it's like this quiet. Oh, well, I suppose it splits everyone out. So we'll see you after our ride, guys, on the Storm Chaser. So another great ride there on Storm Chaser. It's running quite fast this afternoon,
Really
isn't
fast.
it? Like, it's amazing how different a ride can be on that. The first one I really enjoyed. That time we were going backwards a lot.
Like in the helix.
And it's times like that where I feel really old because I'm like, oh god, don't like spinning rides.
I didn't mind that.
But like I say, Ride to Happiness on the other hand, I love it because it's got loops and it's more open and free.
The launch is just
Oh,
like,
I do.
And I'm gonna get a Pizza Hut out there. Aren't I, Lou?
So yeah, like you were saying pizza tonight for dinner, I was like, well, we'll probably have Pizza Hut tomorrow.
Pasta.
But yeah, so really good ride. Like, I love Tornado Springs as an area. Like I say, the one ride I really want to see Paultons build next is a dark ride. A good interactive dark ride. It doesn't have to be trackless or anything like that, just a dark ride. I think they'd be able to do it really well. As we're entering the last 45 minutes of operations now, we're in Peppa Pig World. Lou wants to go on a couple of the rides.
Somebody wants to go on Peppa Pig rides.
No, you
I don't want
always.
to go on Buffalo Falls. This is too scary.
No, I didn't fancy it. Now I don't have the GoPro, it's really annoying. So here we are on a classic Paultons ride that we go on nearly every time we come here.
Not every time, because sometimes
I don't think last time. It's absolutely dead now. The thing is, it's like a Monday before the kids have to go back to school. Today for a lot of schools I think it's an inset day.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so quiet now. But like this area is where it gets busy in Paultons. Like if you come here with young children, expect to queue like near on an hour for some of these rides. It's a very well themed area. Like I say, it's just missing a little like junior coaster. I feel the Farmyard Flyer should have really been themed to this area. It would have got it really well. No. Yeah, like I say, this was the area that really put Paultons on the map. And I think after this we're going to head over to Flight the Pterosaur and then that'll probably be about it.
Are we not going on the boat ride?
I mean, you mean this one down here?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not fussed, but if you really want to, then I guess we can. So there we go, our ride in Peppa Pig World. I really appreciate the theming in this area, but obviously
it feels like we waste it. It's really
it's because it's aimed at like parents with children
Yeah.
and young families. Obviously, we don't have kids yet, so why would we spend a lot of time here? But I was saying to
have a
those,
niece now, though, don't
yes,
we?
we do. Like, I would like to one day come here as a family with kids and visit this park because it's such
It
a
will
good.
be a different experience.
It's such a good park for families with kids.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, it's one of those parks so you can basically go on everything by the time you're like 1.1 metre. I think 1.2 is the highest.
And trekking attractions you can go on without a height, and there's quite a few
no
rides.
height restrictions. Anyway, what we're doing now, we're heading over towards Lost Kingdom.
Yes.
Lost Kingdom to go on Flight the Terrace. I think that's going to be our last ride. Then we'll be heading through the big shop, and then we got to drive home about 100 miles. And tomorrow, we're off to Belgium to get
It's
some
quite
shopping.
nice that it's not a late park day because
I
we've
know.
got to get up early.
But the thing is, you always can't look at these sorts of park days and go, oh, that's not long, 10:30 till 4:30.
But
it's like,
we've done everything.
yeah, we have done
haven't we?
everything. Like I say, yeah, we paid 41 quid to get in here, but as you say, we got on everything, and like it's not been busy.
All the things we wanted to do.
It would be nice if Paultons offered cheaper tickets on lower season days, but I suppose they've got to make their money. If they want to invest in the park, then I have no problem with that. So we'll see you over by Lost Kingdom for our last ride of the day. So as we enter the last 15 minutes of operation now, it's going to be our last ride of the day, Flight of the Pterosaur. I won't be filming on it because, like I said, I don't have the GoPro, and then we'll be giving you our thoughts of the day, and we'll be going off to a few more parks in the next couple of days. Yeah, Flight of the Pterosaur up next, guys, and then we'll see you for our end of day review. Right guys, so our final ride of the day done on Flight of the Pterosaur, an absolutely brilliant family coaster. And a front row,
We didn't wait for it, it was just
how it went. We just got to the front. There's one operator on there at the moment, which we were like, the operations is a bit slow, but yeah, one guy on that at the moment.
Yeah.
But you've had a really good day. It's really nice to get back out to the theme parks. Even though I've not felt the greatest today, I'm really excited for the theme parks to come. It's the start of a new season. Obviously we'll be back out to the classic parks, all the Merlin parks, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Yarmouth Pleasure Beach, that sort of place. Where else? Pleasurewood Hills. We have our staples that we go to every year.
Drake Manor
But
for the weekend.
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But from now on, guys, content will be back to the weekly posting. I just decided to put it into hibernation over winter because we don't get a lot of viewers in the closed season.
Yeah, the channel hasn't really suffered, to be fair.
No, it hasn't.
We just went completely like quiet.
I just said after Christmas, I was like, do you know what? I'm going to take the month off of January, and you know, recoup, and obviously, you know, now we're back, and yeah, content is coming. So stay tuned, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and we'll see you in the next vlog, which will be plots in a pan. See you later. Bye.